What's up everybody, it's Truman here, and today we're in Warthunder realistic battles on Kuban. I haven't played realistic battles for a while. Thought I'd give her another go. They've changed a lot of stuff in it, so let's look back into it. Those of you that haven't seen the replay system for Warthunder, there's all the extra stuff you see. But yeah, I have to tell you now, in realistic battle, and simulator battle for that instance, you don't have the player and vehicle tags for the enemy. Well, simulator you don't have it for friendly or enemy. You see I'm firing a machine gun a lot in the beginning. I had 2 or 3 buttons I ended up misbinding to it, so I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to keep. Doesn't hurt nothing this early in the game. Also shows some of the new effects for the machine gun when it hits the ground or hits something. But I fully loaded this game and expected it just to be another failure on my part. Because I've probably played 4 games before this. I thought, well, I'll go up to the cap, or sit on a hill by the cap, because that's how I've lost the past 4 games, is because they've capped early in the game. Oh, might as well introduce the vehicle while I'm here. It's the M10 GMC, or gun motor carriage. Most people call it the M10 Wolverine. I can't remember if I've got APCR or a piercing cap, ballistic cap for the 3-inch gun. I think it's APCBC. But yeah, like I said, you see all those fancy red markers? Nah, you don't see any of that in a realistic battle. Now, if somebody hits one of those vehicles in a realistic battle, you get a red chevron in the general vicinity of that vehicle, and that gives you an idea. That's why you see me firing the machine gun into the wild, because you see fire going into that area. I'm trying to figure out where the vehicle is. Then if I can hit the vehicle with the machine gun fire, I know my gun is ranged to hit them. Yeah, then like I said, all these markers that show where vehicles are, you don't see those. So I don't want to see down in the comments people screaming, they're all right there. Well, they're right where? In game you don't see them. In game you don't see them, you just see where the fire's coming from or where people are shooting at. There you see a little bit of the red chevron. So I thought, oh, it's in the vicinity. Fire the 50 at it, and fire a 3-inch round at it. Didn't hit anything. And I'm thinking I might not want to sit here any longer, because I am in the open up here. Trying to take the tree down. Forgot I actually hit the base of the tree with the 50 to knock it down. Random thought of the day. I don't know if the war caused all this lumber work, or if this happened before the war got here. But if it happened before the war got here, I wouldn't mind working for that company, because man, do they work quick. But I was honestly expecting now just to get up to this hillside right here, crest this little bit of a ridge, and just eat it right here. Thankfully though, I didn't. And thankfully that hillside was our cap, so I didn't know if they were there or not. If you all can't tell, this is post-commentary. At the time, this game was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I really couldn't have done commentary if I wanted to. Man, you can see more of the red chevron indicator showing something was hit. So I thought, oh, fire the machine gun, see what happens. The M10 isn't a bad vehicle, but you gotta keep that thing out of the fight. It is not capable of taking hits. Yep, there's more of those name indicators that I just don't see the vehicles. Now I did see that AI there, and I thought, well, I'll go up here around him and get where I'm not going to be hit, and I'll hit him. That AI led to something very interesting. Led to a lesson everybody can learn from. Also, the indicator on the map showing that Stug over there, never saw that Stug when I crested this ridge. I should have died to him. That's Stug 3 right there to the left. I even put my gun across him, never saw him. AI BT7, pop him once. Actually hit him once and he's just gone. Actually over-penetrated him. T-34, 1942, and a Panzer IV F2. Hit the T-34, take out his gunner, commander, or loader, pepper the Panzer with 50 cal. Hit the T-34 again, he's the bigger threat. He's hitting the fuel tank and the engine. If you heard that little creep kind of sound, I bounced around from the Panzer IV. Hit the Panzer IV, knock out his gunner and loader possibly. Swing around them, keep firing the machine gun at them, marking them as targets for my team. Hit the T-34 in the engine and fuel tanks, light him on fire. He'll burn to death. Hit the Panzer IV, damage his fuel tank and his engine. 50 cals hitting his machine, hitting his barrel, trying to knock his gun out. Do you see the fancy new gun effects? And right there, right above those road wheels is where you're, I can't remember the correct term for that actually. And right above those wheels and the track assembly hit is usually the Panzer IV fuel tank location. This is that big flat fuel tank. He actually burns to death. Actually, somebody else got that kill on him. Anyway, that just goes to show, just because you have friendly vehicles to the rear and friendly vehicles around you, when you're sitting in a valley, it doesn't mean you're safe. Because there's always going to be that one vehicle that tries to be adventurous and break a stalemate that's going to get around you. Another AI BT7. Good to see he actually took more hits than his buddy. I actually believe that was an ammunition fire that got him. It was an engine fire that spread to the ammunition. Look at that burn. Yeah, they're capping us, we're capping them. I thought, hey, I'll go get them. I thought at this point, hey, I probably got enough points. Let's get a plane. See if I can do some strafing. Hit some targets like that. I decided to bail out of the M10. Guy drives up behind me, he's probably thinking, what the hell just happened? Yeah, welcome to the replay system where it takes a minute to load in. I think I tried to speed a lot of this pause up in the replay system. Yeah, I believe when I took an aircraft out, it was one of the two P39 Airocobra variants. I had 6 rockets, in the game it's 6 bazookas strapped to the wings. What you must remember is all those red target indicators, don't see them. Had a blunder with the replay system there. Yeah, all the target indicators, no idea they're there. One thing I'm seeing is the occasional little chevron pop up where people are hitting targets. The thing to remember with the P39s, they do have that 37mm cannon in the nose. Usually I have that loaded with universal if I'm doing arcade or not ground targets. If I'm attacking aircraft or if I'm in arcade, usually it's universal because that's high explosive, fragmentation, incendiary, and armor piercing. Right now it's just ground target, which is just armor piercing. Yeah, saw something there and thought I'd cover the area in rockets. Didn't, like I said, don't see those markers. So I just fire them blind there. Here I thought, oh, I can strafe with the 37. I believe I hit him once, and it was a hit, it didn't actually do anything. At the 37mm gun does perform decently from this aircraft. It is a short barrel, so it is low velocity. I believe it's from a 90-degree angle, 30mm penetration. I learned a very valuable lesson right here. I loitered far too long in this attack run. I got T-34'd. Needless to say, we did lose this game. It actually doesn't show it in chat, but I congratulated him for that. I decided I'll just spawn anti-aircraft for the last 2 minutes of the game, because we were going to lose anyway. Did call artillery, did get a hit in artillery on him though. So it's been an interesting, realistic battle. Hope you've all enjoyed the video and come back for some more.